Do you wish you were a better web developer? Do you ever look at a really nice website and go, wow, that's a really nice website. I wish I could make a website like that. Well, fret no more. I have for you a 100% satisfaction guaranteed, no creativity required solution. Just steal that website. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't have any hacking skills either. And you'd be wrong. Because in a few short minutes, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to pull off the world's least dramatic heist. To do this, we're going to use Python, so install that. You're also going to want to install callable packages using pip. If you don't know how to do that, just Google it. And lastly, we're going to need this thing called the Gecko driver. Google that, go to the GitHub, and download one of these things, whichever one is applicable for your operating system. Once you've done that, go ahead and put it in a folder like this. Little known fact, Gecko driver was actually this guy's occupation. Before an unfortunate roadway accident, switched his career into the insurance industry. Once we've done that, we can go ahead and initialize our app and set up a route. This will return a rendered HTML page, but we haven't actually made that HTML page, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to create a folder, and I'm going to call it templates. That's where we're going to put our HTML pages. While I'm creating folders, I'm going to create one called static as well, because the last tutorials told me to do so. That's where we're going to keep all of our XX electrons so that we can shock people. Now we just create an HTML file. I'm going to call it index, because that's what a lot of people call their HTML files for some reason. Now we can just paste this in here. This is a simple form with an input, text input specifically, and a submit button. Once we've done that, we can actually test our app. Following this link brings us here. Wow, look at that. If that's not the pinnacle of web design, I don't know what is. Now we just need to add some code that will make our page responsive to user input. This first line here, request.method, can see whether or not they're trying to post data or not. Then we can get the URL from their text box and call this function that we haven't written yet and render this HTML page that we also haven't written yet. So let's go ahead and make that new HTML one. Within templates again, we're going to call this image.html. HTML.html would be a pretty weird name for that, don't you think? And we're just going to copy this. Within our static is where we're going to keep all of the data that we have stolen from this website. The next thing we need to do is actually write this function. To do that, we're just going to paste this in here. We're going to get the path, initialize this driver, which will be our minion doing our dirty work. After setting a couple of parameters, we can set Mr. and Mrs. Minion off to this URL to steal all this data and save it once again in this static folder. Once we've done that, our web thief is ready to go. Just go back here, maybe refresh or something, and paste the URL that you'd like to steal. Ta-da! Take that, nice website. You're now my nice website. I'd like to thank the sponsor of this video now, Squarespace. Like, you don't need Squarespace. Nobody needs Squarespace. Original website design is dead. Just steal what you need. You're welcome.